Hi, Loaners. Welcome back to our channel. I'm Brandy Romero.
And I'm Carly Ventura.
And we are the Loaner.Ladies. This week we're continuing our series talking with Alan Kirkham, our best friend and home inspector. He's our best friend now. We like to call him Inspector Alan. Today we're going to be talking about the importance of home inspections and why you shouldn't opt out of getting one.
So, Inspector Alan, let's jump right into it with probably your most basic question about why getting a home inspection is important for someone who is in the market to buy a home.
Because you never know what you're going to buy.
You could buy a lemon.
It's like the roll of a dice, buying a car off of State Street at a used car parking lot, not driving it and having it dropped off at your house.
It was a great deal,
No
and you
one
just
look at it,
snatched it up.
Here's the money.
Yeah, definitely don't want to do that.
That was a great answer. What specific aspects of a home do you typically inspect, and why are those areas important to you?
Well, when I'm standing outside that awkward first 15 minutes where I'm out there looking at the home's line, the ridge line, the roof, the water discharge, a lot of people forget that where the gutters are discharging actually matters, how close to the foundation. You know, everyone's worried about their foundation cracking, but they're not thinking twice about adding an extension to a downspout. So it's literally dumping it right at the foundation.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah, causing issues right there.
Yeah.
That makes perfect sense.
Simple that everyone walks by daily but don't think twice about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting answer. I like it. Okay. Are there any specific parts of the home that you personally inspect that maybe other inspectors miss or tend to look over?
The electrical system, for sure.
Okay.
Pulling the distribution panels, the service panels, actually looking at bus bars, neutral, ground, looking at the bridge, looking at all the breakers, making sure you have the right size gauge wires for the breakers. Actually testing out the circuits. You know, I did a home inspection in Rose Park. There's not even a ground on the panel.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa.
Yeah. But it's really, really common, and you wouldn't know it if you didn't know it because you're not trained to look at it.
Whoa.
You know, and some home inspectors, they can pass their 120 hour, if that's the course they take, to be able to say they're a home inspector, but I work in electrical all the time. My 11-year-old daughter can look at schematics and be able to read them with me.
Oh my gosh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and there's other strengths for other inspectors for sure.
Yeah.
But I spend time on all of them. I tell everyone, but I'm definitely the most annoying home inspector or home guest anyone's going to have over to their house, right?
You are not.
He's going to be creeping around your house. You might call the cops. Don't. He told us a story earlier about that. Also, Alan's been doing this for 19 years. He told us that on our last episode. If you want to chime in for last week's episode, he has some experience.
He's got a lot of experience. And in another life, he was an electrician. So.
Some buyers may consider opting out of a home inspection to save time or money. Why would you specifically advise against that?
I think going back to what I said earlier about buying a used car but never actually driving it, right? Most people don't think twice about when they buy an iPhone that, you know, may cost $1,000, $1,500. And then
it's like $1,500 these days, yeah.
Right.
Sickening.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But the $400 inspection or the $275 home inspection for a condo or a townhome, I don't know if I want to do that. Okay, but you're going to get what you pay for.
Right.
And if you expect the sellers to be fully open and honest about everything they know about a home, you're fooling yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are a disclosure state here in Utah,
Yep.
so
Sure.
technically sellers have to disclose, but, you know.
How many times are they filling those out all the way?
I've only found a handful that actually had all the boxes filled out with paragraphs. Most of them, it's like one line and a checkbox
Wow.
or a checkbox.
Wow.
You know,
See? Use this guy. Call Alan.
if you trust those 7 pages or 8 pages over 150 or 175 page inspection report, then you get what you pay for.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. I know that the people buying the home aren't going to regret getting the home inspection after they actually go through the process and get it.
Yeah.
But it's the initial separation of that much additional money when they're already putting so much in earnest money and down payment that it might be too much for some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really not.
And
So-
not to say that you're always going to need a repair or anything like that. It's just that safety net of having Alan come to take a look at your house and saying, hey,
You're good to go.
Everything looks great.
Checks out.
Do it. Buy the house.
Yeah.
Like he told me. Don't buy this
Don't
house.
buy this house.
Just kidding. He didn't say that. He did not say it. He said it with his eyes. Okay, so are there any common misconceptions about home inspections that you often encounter?
I think a lot of people think that their realtor, if you're a buyer and your realtor is referring me, that somehow we've got this special friendship where we're hanging out on the weekends and that. I work all the time. All the time. I'm not going over to office visits. I'm not dropping off sandwiches or picking up their Christmas luncheons or whatnot. Like, they're referring me because they know I do a good job.
Yeah.
And I'm going to find every detail I can about that home. Your walkthrough may take an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours, 2.5 hours, depending on how big the home is and how many findings there are.
Yeah.
It's not
You're there to represent the people who are hiring you to do their home inspection.
Yeah, and the integrity of that home.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Keeping all those families safe out there.
Shaq's got your back. Thanks again for sharing and filling the loaners in on the importance of a home inspection. That's going to be a wrap on today's episode. Please don't forget to reach out to the Loaner Ladies when you're looking to purchase or refinance a home. Stay tuned for next week's episode where we will be talking about the red flags that you don't want to ignore on your home inspection. As always, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channels so you don't miss out on any Loaner Ladies episodes or any current market updates. We're also going to be tagging Alan in this video, and his handle will be below and his phone number. So if you need a home inspection, make sure you're calling Alan. And with that, see you later, Loaners.